actual explosion in the battle box.
Robots, jabroni haters, muscles, Battlebots Championship bracket belt. There used to be a time where every week a macho VTuber and his co-host Kristen would talk about Battlebots with a guest. When VTuber fans and Battlebots fans came together, that all changed when the jabronis attacked. Only Machigo Savage, the founder of the #1 Battlebots show on Twitch.tv, and his co-host Kristen, who's very cool and funny, could unite Battlebots fans and VTuber fans against the jabronis. But when the world needed it most, Battlebots vanished. Almost 3 years have passed, and the jabronis have nearly claimed victory. But just when all seemed lost, a glimmer of hope shines through the darkness. Battlebots is back, which means that the Battlebots Pregame Show is back! Brr, 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 brr. Now Macho and Kristen can unite VTuber fans and Battlebots fans to fight back against the jabronis! Brr, 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 brr. Will you join them in their noble crusade? Or are you a little coward bitch baby?
Okay, it is Thursday afternoon. That means that we got some BattleBots to talk about. Yeah! Kristen, how are you doing on this fine, cool evening in the greatest state of Ohio?
I don't know about the greatest state of Ohio, but we are doing pretty fabulous here today because it is cooler for once. You and I both went a whole week with AC. What?
That is true.
We did it. We made it a whole week with neither of our ACs failing.
We sweated it out. Well, no, we didn't sweat it out because it was all fixed. It was a nice, cool, balmy 72 degrees in my apartment, and it was very nice. Distinct lack of sweating sitting at the computer, except when Macho's playing Guilty Gear very badly, but that's neither here nor there. What is here or there, the AC sweated it out. That's a good point, X-Rock. Also, I want to say hi to everyone in chat. I see X-Rock, I see Amber, I see Mary. What up, what up, what up? Glad to see you guys all here today. We have Xander Digital on for the first time today, but we got a BattleBots episode to talk about, don't we, Kristen? Ooh, yeah! So, why don't we just get on right into it? Let's get all set up here. Gotta turn this on. We gotta turn... There we go. Alright. So, the first fight we shall be talking about is Switchback Gross, ew, who I need to remind you is on the jabroni list for using the AI generated poster on its Instagram. Boo, boo this man, boo. We hate Switchback in this house, but we have a pretty sad result to report to you. Kristen, what happened in this match?
Yeah, so this fight did not go at all how we expected it to, or at least most of us. Our poor little froggy boy got rocked, socked, and knocked out. But don't worry, every fan of our cute little froggy robot and any other robot with cute eyes, do not fear. Ribot will be back for blood in their next match. They're a pretty good team to come back from a loss. Like, they always learn from their mistakes. They adapt. I'd say the team takes Darwinism very seriously, as well as survival of the fittest, and they will evolve and make it to the top. So they'll be back. Switchback did prove that they can at least kind of hang with the big guys here, but that doesn't mean that I'll be rooting for their success anytime soon, because what's that saying? It's like even a blind mice finds cheese like twice on a clock one day or something. That saying.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds... I don't know about that one, Kristen.
I think I might be putting a couple together. even a blind mice find cheese occasionally. That's not it, but it's something like that, guys. That's what we're going with. Okay, you know, like the clock is right twice a day, even if it's broken. That's Switchback. Yeah. So, ooh, I mean, they used AI, so it's really hard to come back from that.
Yeah, we're gonna get real close here. Now, do you think just because you're winning over Ribot, you think you're going to get off of the jabroni list? Think again, Switchback. That is etched in stone. Yes, we get it. Your over-engineered bot beat the egg beater of Ribot. Look at Macho. Look at him close. Does that look like someone who's impressed? Look. Do I look impressed, Kristen? Look at me.
No, not at all.
No, that's not someone who's impressed. This does not take away from the fact that you were officially an AI bro from this horrible jabroni-ass AI poster you posted on your Instagram. Macho and his legions of BattleBots fans from the #1 BattleBots show on Twitch will never cheer from you unless you're Mary, who's also a jabroni. Now, Ribot, you better take that egg beater spinner and throw it in the trash, bro. That shit ain't working. It worked about as well as a Cybertruck going through a puddle. What are we doing? That was awful. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yep. Yeah, what a way to start the freaking episode with this one last week.
Horrible way to start.
Devastating.
Devastating.
He murdered my boy.
Tragic, some would say.
Oh yeah, is this who you're going for the heel this time, Mary? Because there's a couple options already.
All right, so we have our next fight. We have Disarray over by Macho and Magnitude, both new teams, but one team looked substantially better than the other. Kristen, who was that team and why?
Yeah, so this was the only fight I got correct in predictions last week. I was off my game, I will say. So can't complain too much about this match. I at least got it right. Disarray did make some changes to their bot from like between their previous fights in the face-offs to now, which I think helped them a little bit, but definitely not enough to go up against Magnitude, who is a strong contender as a newbie. We will see kind of what they do next, but they're back to Disarray. They're driving, still just not great. They're pretty slow. Their weapon doesn't get up to super punchy speed, so we will see how that goes. I kind of compare it to like if you ever dream that you're fighting someone and you can't throw a punch. That always happens to me in dreams. I don't know about you guys, but I like forget how my arms work and I can't punch. That's kind of how Disarray was in this match. So they can improve. I hope they do. But Magnitude absolutely killed it. I kind of hope we see them up against another drum spinner next, just because when it's drum spinner to drum spinner and they're both competent, it's epic. And like things happen. People die, children cover their eyes, there's fire usually. Like, I can't wait for something good like that to happen. Also, we've barely had any matches go to the judges, which I'm not necessarily complaining about that, because we don't really trust the judges either, but I just want to fight to go the full 3 minutes. Like, come on, guys.
That is true.
I hope that happens in their next matchup. But Magnitude definitely took the dub, impressed us.
That's true, yes. Magnitude looked like an all-star in this fight. Kind of like how Macho looks all the time. Now, Macho's gonna be honest, I was kind of scared for Disarray, right? In my research 2 weeks ago, I looked into the face-offs episodes, and they were not kind to our boy Disarray over there. He was very, very slow. Not only slow, but just poorly driven. And yes, the weapon was kind of there, but the glaring weakness, the glaring weakness was the lack of speed. Now, like Kristen said, that did look a little better in this fight, a little bit better, but Magnitude just went up there and ate this poor bot for breakfast. It wasn't even really close. And I do agree with Kristen as well. Magnitude, definitely one of the new bots to look out for. Magnitude and Manta. And our next bot, Terror Tops, surprisingly enough. Poorly driven like a 9-year-old had the controls? No. Worse than that, actually.
They should put the 9-year-old up against Disarray next.
That would be a good match. That would be a toss-up, honestly.
Like, I don't know who I would go with there.
That'd be a close one. You know, it reminds me... Copperhead in that match reminded me a lot of Glitch. You know how Glitch would kind of just meander around, not making no sense at all, right? Just kind of floating around, not even looking the right way, and then turn around and then wham! And then just like randomly be in the right spot. Man. I'm going to be honest, Macho keeps getting BattleBots clicks recommended on his feed, and I watch them, and I'm like, we never knew how good we had it. We had it so good.
Like, and I watched the clip of, I think it was Bombshell and Bronco fighting.
Oh God, that's like
launched like 10 feet in the air, if not more.
That's like the ABC days, I think.
Dude, that match is probably one of my favorite matches we've ever watched.
I miss Bronco.
Bring Bronco back.
I miss him so much. I miss him.
Shirt.
Oh, that shirt is way too small for me now.
JK, that's now for the cats. Like the cats wear the shirt.
What?
Please put Ripley in it.
Oh. I mean, it's not that small. What are you talking about?
I know, but it would be funny to put him in a big shirt.
Yeah, Macho would be like bursting out of that shirt now. I got that probably like, holy shit. Did I get that shirt 10 years ago? Oh my god, I might have. Holy shit, that's crazy. Oh my, okay, we gotta talk about something else.
We're
okay,
old. It's fine.
okay, stop.
Okay.
The progress of time never stops. Okay, we have Terratops over by Macho and one of the stalwarts of BattleBots, Valkyrie. Kristen, what happened in this fight? What happened?
Yeah, so I definitely ate my words with this fight because I had the confidence in Valkyrie. They were looking beautiful, sleek, fresh with the like indigo blade here behind me, and I was excited. And they got their ass whooped by Terratops.
They did.
They barely got a single hit in before Terratops was just driving circles around them. Terratops was out here driving like that giant meteor never hit the earth and made dinosaurs extinct. Like, he was just fucking, okay? And, yeah, I'm excited to see where Terratops goes from here because they were doing some S-tier driving in this match. Like, I'm impressed. I'm excited to see who they put them up against next. Valkyrie, they need to kind of just brush the dirt off their knees and hope to have a better second match. But, yeah, this was a pretty sad first start for them. Like, ugh. Yeah, eat my words. All I'm saying is my predictions are way better this week, okay, guys? They're way better. Don't worry.
Now, Macho hates to do this. So Macho isn't going to say, told you so. But he told you so! Terratops looked like a completely new bot in the face-off episodes from the Pro League. Actually, I take back what I said. I meant from the last time we saw him on TV to the face-offs episodes. Because in the face-offs episodes, it looked like a completely different bot. I was like, damn, what gear is this bot on? What have they done? They souped this bot up. He is faster, he is stronger, he is durable, and those forks are the real deal. It makes the bot way more versatile. It can uplift the bots, flip them over, and, well, vaguely I remember Terratops' weapon being pretty good. Now it's the complete package. And I'm gonna be honest, this is going to be a hard bot to beat. With that speed and that versatility and that power in that vertical disc spinner, man, I don't know. It's going to take them screwing up for them to lose, it seems like. They are really locked in, and they're going to be, let's just say, a terror in their upcoming group matches. I know. I'll be here all night. If you guys see lessons, let me know. But we haven't seen an improvement like this since Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome to Mad Max Fury Road. Sly Cooper 1 to 2, Uncharted 1 to 2, right? It's unbelievable. The improvement that this bot has shown. Now, Macho would put a Jurassic Park similarity here, but let's be honest, the sequels to the Jurassic Park movies, they're just not good. They're just not good. Besides maybe The Lost World, maybe. That one's okay. The rest of them, they're not good. They're not good. I remember seeing Jurassic World in theaters, and this is the way I describe it, right? I have a perfect way of describing it. Every time Jurassic World got cool, something incredibly stupid happened. Like, every time. Every time I'm, like, kind of into it, we see the girl running from the T-Rex in her heels. That, like, it's like, okay, it's starting to get good, it's starting to get good, and then the kids are like, our parents getting a divorce. It's like, I could not believe that. Like, it's starting to get cool, and then it's like, oh, mom and dad are getting divorced, aren't they? Kid, shut up. I don't care. Okay? I want to see Chris Pratt in the dinosaurs. I don't care about your divorce. Come on now.
Yeah, definitely edged us, like, the entire time.
Ugh.
And not in a fun way. Just not the edging I signed up for.
Stop it, Kristen. This is a family show.
My bad. I'm sorry.
All right, so now we shall bring upon our guest media extraordinaire, Xander. Xander, why don't you unmute in Discord and join us here on the #1 Battlebots TV show on Twitch on the Macho Go Savage channel. Xander, how you doing today? And how you feeling?
Oh, doing pretty good. I'm just vibing, honestly, you know?
Yeah. How does it feel to be on the #1 Battlebots TV show on Twitch.tv?
Oh, man. Hey, look, I'm honored. Look, we got to see kick-ass robots, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. You know, Xander, I always describe the world has two types of people. People that have not seen BattleBots and people that have. Hold
Yeah?
on. I gotta turn you up.
Uh-oh, yeah.
There you go. Actually, Macho said that incorrectly. There are two types of people in this world. BattleBots fans and people that haven't seen BattleBots. So, you are very close to being a fan of BattleBots because you're about to see BattleBots. And you know what? We're about to talk about BattleBots right now. Bam! We got Cobalt right behind Macho, the world-altering vertical spinner Cobalt, and we got the twins, a double bot. Now, for those of you new here, the rules of BattleBots are as follows. You have to pay off the BattleBots judges, and you have to weigh under 250 pounds. So technically, you can have as many robots as you want, as long as combined, they weigh less than 250 pounds. So the twins are split evenly, I would imagine, what is that, 125 pounds each, right?
Yeah.
So that is how the twins exist. Now, how this is going to work, we're going to go Kristen, we're going to go Xander, and we're going to wrap it up with Macho. So, Kristen, who do you think's going to win this matchup between Cobalt and the twins?
Okay, so with this matchup, my one wish is that we get to see some damn carnage, okay? I feel like we're lacking in a lot of carnage this season so far. And I think we might get some here just because we got two littler guys against Cobalt. And Cobalt is historically very aggressive in their tactics. They are not on the defensive. They are very offensive in their style. So we will see how this goes. I do like the team that has brought the twins to us because they have given us Tantrum, who is a boss-ass little bitch, and Blip, who's just a cutie pie. So they know how to build a bot. They know what they're doing. If I could trust anyone to do a two-bot team, it would be this team. However, I cannot put my money behind splitting the weapon weight in half. It just doesn't work. I've never seen it work. Maybe once in 10 years ago, but it's not something that we see successful very often. So unless they cloned the driver for Terror Tops and have them operating both of the twins simultaneously, I don't think they stand a chance here against Cobalt. I think we're gonna see Cobalt just absolutely beat them up. I hope we kind of see one of their faces go flying just for fun. Love the violence.
Interesting. I didn't know it was the Blip and Tantrum team. What have they done?
They're like a huge team at this point. They have so many bots in different levels of battle bots, but yeah, this is their newest team.
Interesting. All right, Xander, explain to us, who do you think is going to win this matchup and why?
Honestly, I'd have to say I'm leaning more towards Cobalt, specifically because so little bit of lore here. I've seen some stuff like this before, maybe not specifically BattleBots, but I've definitely seen
Based.
how bots will go up against each other like this, and it's typically the more aggressive, the bigger, more aggressive one. And I'm not going to say that the twins can't come out on top, because it's very much possible. Anything's possible, but they're very much the underdogs in this, given the fact that the weight is split in half between both of them, and I don't think that they're going to be able to really push back against Cobalt.
Interesting. I will like to confirm that is the correct opinion, Xander. So we can have incorrect opinions here on the Battlebots Pregame Show, just FYI. Now, Macho is low-key terrified of what kind of squash match we'll be experiencing in this fight. Last time we saw a double bot in the 250-pound class, Macho used his big, buff, wrinkled brain to come to the conclusion that it was Gemini against Uppercut in a couple years ago. Now, Uppercut sent one half of Gemini across the battle box and clear into the glass. Macho has seen Nerf footballs get thrown less distance than Gemini covered in that fight. Macho remembers being so impressed by that fight that he stood up out of his chair and slammed his toe into his computer. This really happened. But
Remember.
yes, this did. I went, oh my God! And I stood up and my feet shuffled, slammed my toe into my computer. Now, because Macho's a big, strong man, and Mama Macho didn't raise no wimp, I only cried for a little bit, okay? Even though it hurt really bad. That's how big of a man Macho is. Obviously, the main weakness of a double bot is that the weight is halved. Now, tech has improved since then, so I would imagine the weapon is pretty close to a full 250-pound weapon. Is it right at it? Probably not, because it doesn't have the mass, but it's probably pretty close. You just cannot convince Macho that having the weight to get double the attack is worth it. I'm sorry, we just have not seen it working, right? This is essentially like Ant-Man shrinking down, but instead of getting stronger, he gets weaker, right? Or Naruto's Shadow Clone Jutsu, but with every clone, the clone gets weaker, right? Like, what sense would that make, right? Imagine if Naruto had 1,000,000 clones and they can't even do anything, right? Now, the real, I think, true weakness that no one really talks about twin bots with is once one is out of commission, then the advantage goes completely away, right? It's over at that point, right? So all Cobalt needs is one hit to send one half of those twins to the fucking stratosphere, and it's over, right? Like, that's just how it is. I think they will get some good hits on Cobalt, right? That's just kind of how Cobalt rolls. And yeah, I think it might be like that cage match with oh shit, what's the strongman guy's name? Eddie Hall, when he fought against those two really short UFC fighters at the same time, and he like mollywopped him. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That clip's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It'll be like that, right? Cobalt is Eddie Hall. The twins are the two short little UFC guys, and it'll be over in a couple of seconds. All right. So we're all going with Cobalt here correctly.
The correct answer.
Mm-hmm.
Was that match with Gemini and Uppercut when
Yes.
they got launched into like right in front of the judges?
Yes.
Because I was like, oh my God, they saw their lives flash before their eyes.
Yeah, and that I might have to pull up that clip later. That clip has one of the funniest things ever to happen. It was a father and son team, and then the son is like, "Well, we're done," and then the dad's like, "Shut up." It rules. It is so funny. You can tell the dad's like, "Kid, shut up, kid. Like, come on."
Like, we're on live television, son. You can't embarrass me like this.
After half of their bot got literally punted across the battle box. Oh my God, that was impressive. I miss Uppercut.
Uppercut was, we were like, they're going to be interesting. And then they were like, bam, kill everyone.
Boo! All right, so next fight, we got Bloodsport, a rare horizontal spinner, I might add, in this field, next to the GOAT, Minotaur from Brazil. Oh, I cannot wait to see some Minotaur action. Kristen, who do you think is going to win this one, and why?
I know you guys can't see me right now, but I'm doing like a little happy dance because Minotaur is back, baby. I'm so excited for this matchup. If you are not a Minotaur fan, you can leave. We are Minotaur stans in this chat, in this group. That is the only correct opinion to have here. Daniel Freitas is the driver of this team. He's one of my favorite people to have ever graced the battle box. I hope we continue to see more of him for years to come. I love him. He's also he looks very scary, but is a sweet little man on the inside. But
that dude gets into the zone, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
If you're new to BattleBots, or even just like if you've never seen Minotaur fight, like buckle up, because like if you've ever seen Macho lock in, he's pretty scary, right? Like look at this buff man to my right. He's a little bit scary when he locks in.
Yeah.
Daniel Freitas, when that man locks in, it's like felt around the world. The energy changes. He's that powerful. So if anything else, he's going to lock in, entertain us. I'm excited. Minotaur is also just like a super durable bot. They've been in a couple of controversies over the years where calls have just been made against their favor, and it's crap. They've been robbed of the glory that they so well deserve. But I will say Bloodsport also has been pretty sweet over the last couple years that we have been seeing them. So this match isn't going to disappoint. I think it's going to be a bloody, beautiful battle. I'm kind of happy regardless of the outcome, but I still want the outcome to be a Minotaur win.
Yes. All right, Sander. Who do you think is going to win between Minotaur and Bloodsport?
Honestly, based off of what I can see, okay, I'll say I like the design of Bloodsport, but I don't really think it's that practical in terms of like what's going on here. I mean, like it's basically like the helicopter type propeller spinner that's sitting on top.
It is it is an older kind of design, right? Because of how the battle box is situated now with the shelf, there's not as much room for a horizontal spinner, right? So that's why most of the battle bots are vertical spinners, because they're much more compact.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed. Like that's a little trend that I've noticed. So this is definitely like one of those things where it kind of stands out a little bit, but I don't see how practical it is going up against something like Minotaur. You know, it just might get flattened here. I think that it's just going to get flattened. So I'm going to go with Minotaur on this one. Only because I don't think that, you know, the propeller type spinner is really gonna be that practical.
Yes, I do agree with X-Rock too. Because again, a battle bot like this, like Bloodsport, obviously if it flips over, you know, it's over. And I did learn something really funny about Bloodsport. I think it was the last time they're on TV. So that like tube on the top of Bloodsport that's curved, it looks like it can self-right itself. It cannot. It is like a dummy thing that they put on. So teams think that they can self-right themselves. So they want teams to come in and hit them when they're upside down. So there's a chance of them flipping over, which I think is kind of funny, right? So now, Bloodsport is a bot itching for some wins after a pretty disappointing World Championship 7, the last time BattleBots was on TV. Minotaur is in the same boat after getting robbed many times. They still show great sportsmanship and keep showing up. Gonna be honest, it's way more than Macho would have done. Macho would have been on a warpath back there.
Yeah.
So, Minotaur is a bot with very, and I mean very few weaknesses. It is a chunky boy. It is a durable boy. It is a powerful boy. It is a fast boy. And it is a well-driven boy. It is a lot of boys all in one. So, its biggest weakness is the jabroni BattleBots judges that refuse to give Minotaur a break. Heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. Losing in a close match in the quarterfinals last year to Sawblaze. Losing in the semifinals to Witch Doctor in a way that was so horrible that the rules had to change. Losing to the quarterfinals to Death Roll in 2018. I had to look that up. This bot lost to Death Roll. This year will be different. This is the year of the Minotaur, baby. And they are going to put a run together starting today against Bloodsport. I think this one will be a pretty easy victory, and it needs to do some winning in the bracket this year, which is still a complete mystery. I don't know how the bracket is going to work. I can't wait for BattleBots to just reveal it all at once, and Macho's going to have to make the bracket pool in like 3 days, like he always has to. Ugh. Complete mystery.
Running a tight ship over there, you know?
It's like they don't know that someone's entire identity relies on BattleBots, and he runs a #1 hosted BattleBots pregame show on Twitch. It's ridiculous, quite frankly. It's ridiculous.
I can't believe they don't take more of our like criticism. And
The disrespect is unbelievable, right? Besides the guy on Instagram that I messaged like 4 years ago, him and I were pretty chill. But
he was tight.
Yeah, I think he's gone because I messaged them when the first episode happened, and they never messaged me back. So shout out to the
one.
Yeah, shout out to the guy whoever ran the BattleBots Instagram page like 5 years ago. You're a real one, brother. You're a real one.
Hopefully you're here watching the #1 BattleBots pregame show on Twitch. So.
All right. So this is our last fight of the night. We have Orbitron over here. Gross! And Witch Doctor over by Kristen. Kristen, who's going to win this one against Witch Doctor and Gross? Sorry, that just kind of comes out when I do that. Orbitron. Ugh. Orbitron.
You know,
sorry.
We might need to make like a new trash can for me. Like we might need to update it, make it like an Orbitron trash can. But yeah, I'm sure Macho, you're gonna agree with me here. There's absolutely no world in which I am supporting the mass use of AI, and that shit, it's ruining the planet and our minds faster than if we all lived near nuclear reactor 4 in Pripyat. Okay, like we would just all be. It's turning us into nuclear brainless zombies. No. 0 of my votes, none of my muscle oil will ever go towards a bot that uses AI to win. Nope, no thank you. So obviously my support is fully behind the beautiful, homegrown, completely human engineered robot, Witch Doctor. Yeah! This team has been around for quite a while. They've been around the block a time or two, okay? And we have had some beef with them in the past, mostly just because of the issue with Minotaur, but that was more the judges than them, not really their fault. So obviously still rooting for Witch Doctor. They are going to be the bot of the people tonight. We all need to rally behind them and raise them up against the evil powers of AI. Humanity and creativity must persevere. Witch Doctor will win.
Excellent. All right, X-Rock. Who's going to win this one between Witch Doctor and Orbitron? Excuse me. Sorry, I got a little tickle in my throat whenever I say it. It's pretty tough. All right, who do you think is going to win, X-Rock?
Well, also Xander here.
Oh, fuck. Xander, sorry. I saw X-Rock in chat.
I was like, were you
Fuck.
rating X-Rocks?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, yeah. Same starting letter, but look, even if you hadn't told me about the fact that Orbitron is AI,
sorry.
Like, I'm looking at this just from somebody who's not even like a BattleBots fan right now, like
yet
just looking at it, it looks boring. Orbitron looks boring.
Damn.
It doesn't really look like it does much.
Damn.
It's just like it doesn't really look that impressive. And then you got Witch Doctor, cool design. It definitely is just like this thing is here to just like, take names. just surface level looking here. I'm going Witch Doctor. And that was even before you told me about the AI part. Now that you told me about the AI part, we're definitely going with the Witch Doctor.
Yes. So we're gonna get in real close for this one. This thing's still up here. So Macho's a simple man. He's a really simple man. I put my pants on in the morning just like everyone else, one leg at a time. I go to a job that pays too little, pay for gas that's too expensive, but there's something that always keeps me going, yeah! Macho lives in a world where pointless decisions are made every day, where the wrong people are in power, where the out of touch are making the decisions for the rest of us, but it's okay. Because Macho has something that keeps him going, yeah! Macho's Miami Dolphins have not won a playoff game in 25 years. His local hockey team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, have not won a second-round playoff series in its entire existence. But it's okay, because he has something that keeps him going. That thing is Battlebots. Every Thursday, Macho can release his worries and watch two robots beat the fuck out of each other. So, when I hear that I have to watch a BattleBot that's powered by AI, ooh, how do you think Macho feels? AI in my BattleBots? The thing that keeps Macho sane is now in the plague of AI. The thing that's single-handedly driving the RAM prices up, laying off legions of workers, replacing programmers, replacing teachers even. No, Macho is putting his foot down. We are the last line of defense here at the #1 Battlebots Pregame Show on Twitch. AI is not replacing my Battlebot drivers, yeah. Orbitron, not only are you an AI bro, that you are sentenced to a life on the jabroni list. We hate clankers here. That's right, Macho said it with the R, clankers. I mean it in the most derogatory way possible. Orbitron, why don't you take that AI model that you're so proud of, take that stick of RAM, soak it in all the water that it sucked up, and turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass! Witch Doctor, if you win, Macho will never say anything bad about you in his entire life. Fuck clankers with derogatory meanings. Witch Doctor with the W here. Ugh, I can't believe it. I can't believe we have to see an AI bot in our BattleBots. Ugh.
On the plus side, Return of the Rock, okay? My favorite little bit.
It is. It's the only one that works still. Is that one? Now I'm gonna be honest, it is better. I thought the way BattleBots advertised this, I thought there was gonna be an entire AI league of BattleBots. I thought there was gonna be like a ton of AI bots. But apparently it's only Orbitron, which good, I guess.
Which, can we also talk about how Orbitron looks like Kmart version of Endgame? Like, they really tried to rip off Endgame here. I
Okay.
would, like, sue for patent rights or something.
I was looking into this. I was looking into Orbitron. I hated every second of it. They looked at Counter Revolution for their inspiration. If you guys don't know, Counter Revolution was on like the first episode of BattleBots on ABC, and it went against Tombstone, and it lost in like 4 seconds. Tombstone absolutely depantsed and destroyed that robot. I cannot believe they were like, oh, that's the bot we want to replicate. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that one? Counter Revolution? The one that Tombstone dismantled and we never saw again? I don't even think they rebuilt it. I think they just threw it away.
They were like, yeah, we tried. We're done. Bye.
It is insane. All right, now.
Is that the only data they fed into it? Because, I mean, that makes me even more confident that it's going to lose.
What's sad is it's won like a bunch of matches. It's gross.
Jesus.
All right, so now, which match should we wager our newly named muscle oil points on? Which one do you think?
Named that Macho. What are you talking about?
Yes, it's always been named muscle oil.
It's
Never
been muscle oil.
Never baby oil. It has always been muscle oil.
Mm-hmm. It would be kind of funny to do this match and make Mary put his oil up behind an AI bot. Like, would you do it, Mary? Would you? We forced your hand here?
I don't know.
I feel like he would. For the name of the game, I feel like he would.
On the Twins.
Oh, so okay, fine. We can vote on the Twins.
Okay.
Versus Cobalt.
All right, 1 second.
That is a good one. It will be good. There's just no way. There's no way the Twins win. If you pull this off, Mary, then I think you're actually in Vegas right now, handing the producers money.
All right, we got the prediction up. We got 5 minutes to lock in your bets. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Macho, how do I get more muscle oil to wager on these predictions for every Thursday on BattleBots? Well, you gotta come by Macho Go Savage's stream and lurk and chat. You could just lurk, you could just chat, you could do whatever. Macho streams on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, which is the Battlebots Pregame Show, which is what you're witnessing right now, and Fridays. Come by, get some more points. I will link the Discord. That's not how you spell Discord. Discord. This is where we will be watching the episode live. Well, live. It is not live.
It's live.
We watch it every Thursday. It's only about 20 minutes long. It's really sad, but we can still watch it with the boys. The boys. And that's pretty much it. Xander, do you want to tell the people anything of the number one Battlebots pregame show on Twitch? Tell the people now. The floor is yours.
Honestly, I don't really have much. No, not this time.
Don't have anything going on your channel?
No, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy this time around.
That's nice.
Yeah, I've just kind of been like, I'm vibing. I'm just vibing nowadays.
Fair enough. You're about to be vibing with BattleBots every Thursday now.
It's true. Yeah. You have 16 more Thursdays that are booked now.
You're now booked for the next 7 years. Enjoy.
For the absolutely absurd 20 episode season BattleBots has on. Jesus
20
Christ.
episodes when there's not even there's barely 20 bots.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
I don't know what they're doing.
I think we might have some Naruto Shippuden filler episodes in BattleBots. I'm starting to kind of think that.
I'm kind of scared.
Maybe we will. The pregame show will be completely fucked if that happens. I'll be so pissed. I'll be so pissed. I have people sign up so far in advance. I will be so pissed. I'll be so mad.
Kind of funny if they were like, "Oh, we have a guest appearance," and it's just Rusty or something.
That would be actually. So I do have knowledge to share with the people. Amber linked that BattleBots wiki last week, and I saw they had a Discord server, and I joined it. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. To my utter shock, I drop in, and the people who run the BattleBots wiki know who I am.
Hey.
I dropped in, and this BattleBot team was like, "Oh, I followed them on Twitter. They're funny," and I was like, "What? Wait, you can't be talking about me." And then this other guy was like, "Oh, I used to follow them until you shit talked Beta 3 years ago," which is insane. I couldn't believe it.
I love that. You did absolutely go on a rampage about Beta, but that should have gained you followers. Are you kidding? We're famous now, guys.
Yeah, it turns out this guy runs Robot Wars Retrospective. Which robot?
Now that you're in the big leagues.
Yeah, I am. I couldn't believe it.
Soon they're going to invite Macho and Kristen to co-produce on the show. I'm convinced.
It can't be that hard.
Fucking show.
It can't be that hard. It would be so much better. Oh my god! My back is sweating even thinking about it. I can't. It blows my mind Like, oh
You know
yeah,
what
we
should
just need Kevin Dunn era WWE close shots of everything. 13 cameras around the box, switchboard panels up the ass, constantly switching the camera angle, no establishing shots, no zoom shots, nothing. Everything close. You gotta see the hairs on the BattleBots. Ugh. It can't be that hard. Be like, guys, whatever you did on Discovery, do that again. It's the same thing. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, just go back to it wasn't broken. It doesn't need fixing. Just leave it. We could, if we could use our little mini BattleBots and just create our own episodes, send it in, and be like, look, we can produce this. Now send us out there.
God.
We'll do the rest.
It stresses me out. Even like, oh my god, it can't. It's a fucking YouTube show now. Like, you're. Oh my god. Like.
Truly.
Like, what's
There's
stopping
so many
you?
Complaints. My biggest one is that it's YouTube, so you can control when and where things release, and they're like, we're gonna do it at 4 p.m. on Thursday.
Oh my, yeah. So
4
Xander, BattleBots has been out on a Thursday at 8 p.m. for the last 10 goddamn years. It comes back for the first time in 3 years. Oh, it's going to go live at 4 p.m. Eastern on YouTube now. What sense? What new show comes on at 4 p.m. on anything besides like General Hospital or some like dog shit daytime TV thing? Like what? Like
this is not a telenovela.
yeah.
I would like to watch my BattleBots with my
like a Spanish soap opera or something. Maybe it comes
Yes.
on at 4 p.m. Oh my god. It's like an old person show comes on at 4 p.m.
Oh god. Is that their way of like corralling us into the old people?
No,
crowd?
we're not old. We're not old.
I refuse. I will not start eating at Golden Corral. You cannot.
They're trying to put us
No.
in the auntie uncle, you know.
I
They call us aunt and unc.
Yeah.
do get called auntie sometimes. I go with it, you know. I'm like,
You got
whatever.
you got to leave Unc alone. BattleBots is on.
Go unc.
Yo, unc, leave me alone and watch the BattleBots.
Unc, your show is on. It's like, give me a back roast. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. So I'm going to link the Discord one more time. We're going to wrap up here. We're not going to raid because we just got to hop into Discord. But thank you all for the support. Thank you, Xander, for stopping by. Next week, we have another new guest, which I will announce on Monday when I make my schedule. Very excited for them. If you guys want to watch the BattleBots with us, the BattleBots, that's what it's called now. We are going to be in Discord shortly. Thank you guys so much for the support. I will be live tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. I think we'll be probably playing Project Wingman or Guilty Gear, one of the two. Thank you guys for the support. Remember to stay safe and stay buff.
Bye.
Bye.